The secret letter that ruined my life. I sat on my bed, my fingers frozen over the worn-out envelope in my lap. My heart pounded so hard I could feel it in my throat. I shouldn't open this, but the words on the front, scrawled in shaky handwriting, wouldn't let me look away. For when you're ready to know the truth. The letter had been buried at the bottom of an old suitcase, hidden beneath baby clothes and faded photographs, things I had never seen before. I took a deep breath and tore it open. The first line made my blood run cold. You were never meant to find out. My hands trembled as I kept reading. Each word sliced through me like a knife. My parents weren't my parents. My entire life had been a lie. I wasn't their biological child. I had been taken, the room spun. I clutched the paper, my mind racing back to every time I felt different. Every time my mother avoided my questions about baby pictures. Every time my father got defensive when I asked about family history. I scrambled for my phone and dialed my mom. She didn't answer. Then, ding. A text. Sweetheart, we need to talk. I stared at the message, my chest tightening. Did she know I found the letter? Had she been waiting for this moment? Another text popped up. There's something you don't understand. My pulse pounded. Understand? What was there to understand? They stole me. I stood up, pacing. My whole life, every memory, every birthday, every I love you, was it all fake? I felt sick. My breathing quickened. I grabbed the suitcase and dumped its contents onto the floor, searching for something, anything, that could make sense of this nightmare. Scattered across the floor were old documents, hospital papers, and a baby bracelet with a name that wasn't mine. Tears blurred my vision as I picked up a faded photograph. A woman I didn't recognize held a baby that looked exactly like me. Behind her stood a man with the same eyes I saw in the mirror every day. Who were they? My hands shook as I reached for my phone again. This time, I texted back. What aren't you telling me? 3 dots appeared. Then disappeared. Then reappeared. I felt like I was suffocating. I needed answers. I needed to know who I was, where I came from, and why they hid this from me. Then my phone buzzed again. You're in danger. My heart stopped. Danger? From who? My parents? My real parents? Before I could process the message, a knock sounded at my door, slow, deliberate. I froze. My breath caught in my throat. My hands shook as I slowly backed away from the door. Another knock. Louder this time. I grabbed the envelope and the photograph, shoving them into my pocket. I tiptoed toward the window, my pulse racing. I needed to get out. I needed to find the truth. But I also needed to survive. Then I heard it. The sound of the door handle slowly turning. I bolted toward the window, yanking it open and slipping out onto the fire escape. My bare feet hit the cold metal as I descended as quietly as I could. My mind raced with fear and confusion. Who was after me? And why? As I reached the alley below, I glanced up at my bedroom window. The door creaked open, and a shadowy figure stepped inside. I turned and ran, clutching the letter to my chest. I didn't know where I was going, but I knew one thing for sure. My life would never be the same. What would you do?